began to sexually abuse me, and soon after, he, alongside other men, sold me and other girls for sex. I was trafficked over the next 9 years and sold to be raped by thousands of different men. I was beaten, tortured, and subjected to the will of any man who walked through the door in ways that most of you could never imagine. Men were allowed to do anything they wanted to us as long as they were willing to pay for it. During this time, I was going to school and was a mostly straight-A student. I was a teacher's pet and participated in extracurricular activities, and most years even had perfect attendance. At the age of 16, someone told me what sex trafficking was, and everything they were talking about sounded very familiar. And that conversation told me two things. One is that there were people who were willing to help, and that what was happening to me was wrong. When I tried to go to law enforcement, they didn't believe me, which only made matters worse. And over the next year, I managed to leave the life, which resulted in me being homeless at the age of 16, bouncing from couch to couch, all while being a junior in high school. I tried to file a petition to move away from the town that I was being abused in, and I went through all of the legal motions and channels, but instead was called in as a runaway and was threatened with an at-risk youth petition. My season of homelessness left me to go to the east side of Washington, where a Bible camp that I had attended and gave my life to the Lord at was. At the age of 19, I had the opportunity to do a Bible school with the local church I was participating in, and I didn't know how it was going to be possible. And that is when Brian and Burnett and his family offered their home to me and gave me the option to go to school for very cheap. 5 months later, the Lord gave Brian the love of a father for me, and they asked to adopt me. Now, not only do I have 5 brothers and 1 sister, many sister-in-laws, nieces and nephews, and of course, a mom and a dad. I want to emphasize that it is so important to have a support system who believes in you, and any child who is willing to step up and speak out about abuse deserves to be heard. Because if we don't listen to them and help them out of their dangerous situation, they will either be subject to more tortures and abuses or may even die because of what they are experiencing. From my experience of being adopted, I can attest the fact that relationships with biological family are important, but what is more important is having a safe support system who will walk alongside you, regardless of if they are blood related. Thank you so much for your time.